Darcus Howe. For some, a menace to society. But for many ethnic minorities like me, he's an inspiration. So when I heard prostate cancer had nearly killed him, I was worried. I wanted to know what had happened to this legendary race campaigner. It was the start of an extraordinary 6 months. After staring death in the face, Darcus would try to save others from prostate cancer, a disease which hits black men the hardest.
I'm doing it because I want to face myself in a fucking mirror.
He would refuse to grow old gracefully. And I would delve deep into the mind of this former Black Panther, ending up in a bitter race war.
Didn't you know I'm a cold colonial in which everything was racialized? What do you want me to do? Kneel down and suck your bottom?
What?
Darcus Howe is Britain's most famous race campaigner. Born in Trinidad, the son of an Anglican priest, he came to Britain in the 1960s. Darcus quickly rose to fame as a radical black activist, standing up to the authorities. For decades, this firebrand intellectual risked his life fighting for racial equality. I first met Darcus 5 years ago. He's now 66 and recovering from prostate cancer. I'm keen to find out what's happened to him. When we meet, it's a sad occasion. A friend of his, Leo, has just died, and we're on our way to his funeral in Essex. Leo is just the latest in a long line of Darcus's friends who've developed prostate cancer.
This is the last leg of Leo Lewis's final journey into the night. He was a school friend in Trinidad.
I leave Darcus at the crematorium. I've never seen him like this. After the funeral, I find out why Darcus is so troubled. He feels his friend died needlessly.
I'm very sad to have lost a friend, but it's tinged with anger. His death from prostate cancer was certainly preventable. As if you don't get tested early and get rid of the beast will get rid of you.
A few weeks later, Darcus tells me he's desperate to go back to Essex. He wants to warn Leo's eldest son, Mickey, about the risks of prostate cancer, a disease Darcus calls the silent killer.
My task is to get him to get tested. He's Leo Lewis's son.
Before we meet Mickey, I try to find out how prostate cancer's affected Darcus.
A lot of my personality was physical strength, you know. A lot of fellows who tried to bully me when I was small realized that. You know what I mean? Just put it mildly. So now I know I'm not what I used to be. I walk tall, shoulders square, bouncing along. And somehow you're trying to keep that same rhythm, but you have to change gear and go into another rhythm. The post-operative, the post-prostate cancer rhythm, I call it. Completely different. I'm not running up any stairs. What if I fall and break my neck? I'm stiff. Killing me softly with a song. Where's my room? Where's my door? Where's my room? Where's my room?
What room's that?
14.
I think it's downstairs. It's in the other house.
Shit. These steps are steep. Crash! Crash!
I can see that prostate cancer has left its mark on Darcus. Darcus has arranged to meet Mickey, Leo's son by his first marriage, in a local shopping mall. Mickey's in a very high-risk group for prostate cancer. Astonishingly, black men are 3 times more likely to develop the disease than white men. It's thought that biological and dietary differences may explain this. Mickey is also pushing 40, and with a family history, he should go for a test soon.
Hello, Darcus.
No,
how you doing?
to me right.
You alright?
Yeah.
Mickey is a DJ, photographer, and a father of a teenage daughter.
I'm so sorry.
That's alright. One of them things.
So sorry. The last time I saw him, he looked beautiful.
Yeah.
Trim, slim, and the last person you expect
To do that.
to die of something so horrible.
Went from 18 stone down to 9.
Could you imagine? He was never 9 stone. He was 9 stone in primary school.
He loved the boxing though. He did love it. It seemed funny to be in here when he talked about that and football all the time.
Leo died because he didn't get tested in time. Mickey could make the same mistake, unless Darcus can help him.
So far in my family, it hasn't skipped any generation. My grandfather, my father, and then me.
Right.
And there is always a fear of what is not known.
Yeah.
Prostate cancer testing involves 2 stages. The first is a blood test. The second is a rectal examination. A tricky subject, I've heard, for some in the Caribbean community.
If they're only taking a blood test, I'm not afraid of that.
No, what are you afraid of? A finger up your bottom? That is after you get the...
Right.
Is that what you're afraid of? I have never met anybody in this world who would rather die of cancer than have a finger in his bottom to discover it early and deal with it. I mean, you have evidence of what your father became. You think if he knew, he would have preferred to die and leave you and your sister?
To be honest, knowing my dad, I think he probably would. He wouldn't have done... no, he wouldn't have done that.
I don't know whether to believe Mickey. Would he really rather die than have a test?
Most black guys who I know are not going to let someone put their finger on the grass. That's for sure. They're not going to do it. No chance. Rubbish. Never in a million years.
I'm on the road with Darcus Howe. He's in Essex trying to convince his friend's son, Mickey, to get tested for prostate cancer, a potentially deadly disease. Mickey and his mates are preparing for a big night out, but Darcus wants to raise a more serious matter, the risk black men face from prostate cancer.
Is it due to testosterone or something to do?
Nobody knows. All these people, when you say black men, you say sex. So this is testosterone.
No, not this. I just thought it was something.
They were investigating a university men, and they're asking them, how many times have you masturbated? I've never masturbated in my life, because my mother told me if you do it, you go blind. But
I
yes,
know a few people who've done it for me.
Is there a difference between a girl doing it for you and you doing it yourself?
Yeah, a lot of difference.
Well,
No.
I can do it for,
well, it means...
you can do it for hours.
Shut up.
She'll do it until you run out of money.
It means you're so greedy.
Mickey and his mates don't seem to be taking Darcus's message very seriously.
You saw your father.
I know I did. I know.
He couldn't pick up a spoon to feed himself. To see that lying down on the bed when it could be avoided. I'm not preaching.
No.
I'm telling you.
Right. But
I'm not leaving here until you get some sense in your head and yours. I want you to say yes or no. Would you rather die?
Completely, sorry. Yeah.
No, you'd rather die.
Yeah, I ain't never someone touch my bum.
Would you?
Yeah, we're in 2009.
there's
Why they find a new way?
Do I
of
look?
that?
Do I look like I had a finger up my ass? Look at me.
I'm not trying to make that judgment.
Look at me.
I'm not even trying to picture it. I'm not Mystic Meg. You don't look like a gay, no.
No, not gay. Had a finger up my ass.
You let him do it.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Darcus is finding it difficult to deal with all this macho attitude.
Please be gentle.
For Darcus, it's been a tiring and frustrating weekend. He's keen to get home quickly, but there's a misunderstanding about where he'll be dropped off. I'm not prepared for what happens next.
One day, I'll do something that will be so explosive that when you hear my name, you shit your pants. I'm a rebel without a fucking cause. I love violence. My Christian name is Vio, my pseudonym is Lens. I'll shave my head, burn my clothes, stick a gun in my waist, and kiss my wife goodbye.
You're going home, that's what
Crash,
you're doing.
you know I spoil you as my boy. You know you have me now like a cunt. But I have no respect for black people. I'm fucking tall. Especially Negroes. Fuck you. I don't like to be disrespected. And when I have a hint it's racial, I go fucking crazy. You fucking fascist, racist pussy hole.
I'm taken aback by Darcus's rage. He's always had a temper, but this is something new and deeply disturbing. The next time we talk, Darcus tells me his outburst was without malice. I'm still shocked by the depth of his anger, but we decide to patch things up. Darcus wants me to meet his surgeons. Sensing an opportunity to find out more about his condition and perhaps his recent behaviour, I agree to go along.
They're doing laparoscopic. Yeah. So that's where I was then. Yeah. I was frightened to come here. Shit scared to relive that experience. Because the night before, I wanted to run away. Seriously. And all the machismo people have accused me of. I just didn't want to face it. And although I should be happy that it saved my life, somehow I can't come to terms with it.
Darcus doesn't want to watch the operation, but I'd like to find out more.
So this is the back of the pubic bone here, and I can feel it with the instrument. It's hard and it's bony. This is the prostate here, and the bladder here.
Removing the patient's prostate should save his life.
Is the prostate there for you?
Darcus went through the same procedure, but his cancer was so severe he needed extra treatment. He's already had radiotherapy and is still on medication. For the next few months, he'll continue to take hormone injections. After the operation, Darcus meets his surgeon, Philippe Grange, and I discover more about the injections.
In the weeks just after I take it, It's once every 3 months. I tend to forget simple things. And I say to my wife, what's his name again? Philippe. But I have to concentrate. Is that definitely...
Yes, it's a huge impact on the body, yes.
It takes me to the edge of darkness, upsets my whole rhythm. And sometimes I feel to kill somebody.
It seems Darcus's hormone injections have serious side effects, memory loss and mood swings. Perhaps this explains recent events.
One day, I'll do something that will be so explosive that when you hear my name, you shit your pants. Fuck you!
I wonder how Darcus's family are coping with his condition. They're a close-knit group, and they always meet up on big occasions. Today, it's Darcus's birthday.
Happy birthday, Papa. My daddy was an Anglican priest.
Really?
Yeah.
Ever since you got cancer, has it made you look at your family in a different way?
They're much more lacking in confidence about my ability to maintain good health, and that they may lose their power.
Darcus has 7 children from 5 different relationships.
You have roti?
Roti, yeah.
He's been with his current wife, Leela, for over 30 years.
Darcus has described you as his rock. He's changed.
He has changed. I mean, he's changed in all sorts of ways. He's certainly more vulnerable. The main thing about Darcus is Darcus really believed he was invincible. I think it took him a long time to come to terms with the fact that he had cancer. A long, long time. And I think it was a blow from which, you know, even today he hasn't fully recovered from.
Darcus was hoping to enjoy his 60s with his friends in the Caribbean community. But staggeringly, an estimated 1 in 4 black men will develop prostate cancer.
I recall thousands of us tumbling out of ships from the Caribbean. We drove buses, we worked on the trains, and suddenly a disease enters. It's a tsunami of pain. It's an avalanche of death. It's as though the disease is saying, with a loud hailer, I've come to clean up black men.
With so many black men dying, Darcus is convinced that the authorities are at fault. He feels they're not doing enough to make black men aware of the risks of prostate cancer.
If white men were dying at the same speed as black men, the voices will ring out throughout this land. We came here at the bottom of the pile, and these bastards have left us on our own to drift. And they think we just don't deserve what white men deserve.
I'm not sure about Darcus's theory. I struggle to believe that the authorities are so institutionally racist. As a young second-generation Asian, my experience of race and politics is very different. But I want to find out more about black men and their attitude to prostate cancer. So I persuade Darcus to come with me to a carnival in Bristol. I'm hoping he'll talk to the men here, but his hip is hurting. And he doesn't seem that keen to explore the issue.
You want to sit down and have a...
Yeah.
Let's find a place where you can have a rest.
I decide to talk to some of the men myself. As Darcus predicted, black men's awareness of prostate cancer isn't great. But that's not the only reason that many aren't getting tested.
Black men are afraid to go to the doctors. I don't really like going to the doctor. I haven't been to the doctors for probably about 20 years.
black men have this macho image. Say, okay, I'm all right, you know, I'm fine. Black men don't go to the doctors because they're suspicious of authority.
Then I mentioned the tests.
I'll be comfortable with a blood test for prostate cancer. I don't know about the anal test. It's a cultural thing again. Black people don't like that sort of thing going up their butt.
The fact of anyone sticking their finger up my bum is a no-go area anyway. I mean, it's an outpipe. Things ain't supposed to go up, only out.
And even though it could save your life,
I would probably have to be, you know, knocked out so that I didn't know anything about it.
This all sounds familiar. Mickey and his mates weren't too keen on doctors either, or on rectal examinations. Could it be that black men themselves are part of the problem? I'm keen to share what I've heard with Darcus, but he's otherwise engaged. Back at the hotel, I'm frustrated that I haven't been able to talk to Darcus about black men and their attitudes.
I've got this hip problem. Krish, this film is a journey.
Yeah.
But I'm beginning to think he's trying to avoid a proper discussion.
I brought you joy, and there I love you so. And all the sunshine doesn't make the roses grow. If you don't change, someday you'll know the sorrow of careless hands that once held you to me.
Sometimes I think you drink too much, and I think that's unhealthy.
I drink wine. I don't drink whiskey. I don't drink beer much unless I'm thirsty. There is always an excess in life. Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that frets and struts his harp upon the stage and then is heard no more. It's a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying fuck all.
Morning, Darcus. Morning, Darcus.
Morning.
How did you sleep?
I've slept well. What's that got to do with prostate cancer?
Nothing, it's a journey.
Oh?
This is a journey. We filmed in this hotel.
Okay.
Darcus wants to go home. But I want to show him that black men are part of the problem with prostate cancer. Women have a very different attitude to their bodies. They're more comfortable with doctors and seem better at communicating health risks. Today in Bristol, there's a breast cancer awareness event that I think Darcus should see.
I think there'll be thousands.
You think so?
Yeah. Thousands, I think. Yeah. They're very organised, this lot.
I don't know what you mean by very organised.
I mean, they get people, I mean, it's visible. I mean...
You think black people are very organised?
It's nothing to do with black people.
No, I'm asking you.
Yes.
Oh. Your prediction is that it's going to be tremendously successful, and you're coming to show me how successful white women could do things.
No, it's not that.
Of course it's and the implication that one is a superior moral being and the other one is just a load of monkeys from Africa. You're just putting something false, as have always been done to African and West Indian people.
But we're not just comparing it with the black movement.
I'm going to listen. Gosh, I'm getting a headache. Okay, I'm not going to ask nobody nothing.
Okay, fine.
You want somebody to tell me, fuck off, you black bastard.
No, what?
The weekend has ground to a halt. Darcus doesn't want to engage with me or my theory that black men may be at fault. The journey home is quiet and uncomfortable. Darcus Howe is adamant that the authorities are to blame for the deaths of black men from prostate cancer. He doesn't think enough is being done to raise awareness and encourage testing. But I don't share his politics. I think the problem lies with black men and their attitudes to health. I'm keen to raise this with Darcus, but I know it's going to be tough.
When we went to the carnival in Bristol, we spoke to a lot of black men, and they didn't want to go to the doctor. I'm not demonising black men. I'm just saying there's a...
But one of the sad things about demonization is that you're doing it and you don't know. You don't know much about black men, do you?
But I'm not demonising them, but I am saying they should bloody well do more to save their own lives. I spoke to them, this is what we found, and there was aggression. People were saying the garbage that Mickey was saying, I wouldn't go to a doctor.
What was it? A quiz?
It wasn't a quiz.
What was it? Was it prize? How many got 9 out of 10 questions right? What are you talking about?
We've talked to people.
Well, it depends on who speaks to whom. Let me put it this way. Another director on this film about West Indians, black men, would have asked different questions. Therein lies my mistake.
We appear to have reached stalemate. Darcus seems unable to accept any criticism of black men. I want to find out why Darcus is being so defensive. He's been with his wife Leela since the 1970s. She's also a race campaigner and knows Darcus inside out. Why is Darcus so preoccupied with race?
Oh, it's always race. It's always black people and how black people are treated. It never stops.
But in terms of you and Darcus, who've spent your lives doing it, and now obviously you've got other things, you've got your family to look after, the children.
Darcus hasn't stopped. I mean, he's not out there organising picket lines, but in terms of how he thinks, his life, everything about Darcus is still, to me, the black freedom fighter who wants to make sure that black people have equality on their terms. Where are the black activists is what I would say, because either they're in mainstream and believe that it's economic activity that's going to make black people free, so you've got that whole strand of middle-class people who believe that it's status and money that are really the keys to showing that black people have achieved, and then you've got an underbelly who will never have the chance of status or achievement, and they're really the ones I think who are key.
I understand where Darcus is coming from, but we're still divided over why so many black men die from prostate cancer. For the time being, we put our differences aside. There's a more pressing issue. Mickey still needs to be tested.
I'm exercising. I wonder if the cancer is coming back through my bones.
What are you doing?
Just trying to see what position hurts.
At the hotel, Darcus prepares for the challenge ahead, convincing Mickey to take a test.
He's fucked. He is fucked. I'm surrounding him with steel.
Why my buzzer like that? Come here, man.
You are personal to me because your father talked to me on the phone. He never mentioned the inheritance. He's too frightened to do that. He never asked me to do this. I am determined for you to save your life. I'm doing it because I want to face myself in a fucking mirror. You should have been in the fucking doctor's surgery long time.
Darcus makes his move and targets Mickey's Achilles heel, his tough guy image.
I think there's a little fear. Because
there ain't no fear of nothing. Listen to me. Listen to me.
Macho.
I'm not scared of nothing.
Michael.
Thank you very much.
Michael.
I could say, listen, no matter who's here, I could say in front of anybody, I'm not scared of nothing.
May I say something to you, Michael? You're talking to me.
Yeah, I know. I'm not scared. I'm going to die.
I want you to know, I'm not listening to that. A lot of black people in England and white people know Darcus Howe is not a chicken.
Yeah.
But I could tell you, there are moments that you think, oh, shit.
I'm not scared of things.
Okay, Mikey, fine by me. That suits me. So I'll be back here to take you to hold your hand. That's the deal?
That's the deal. I can go to it.
Stop looking so serious, eh?
I can't understand why someone that I've only known for 3 months can be more bothered about me than someone I knew.
I can't answer that. That's me. I know I'll see you again and again and again. I love you. You're part of my Caribbean life, and I love you. You're going to be all right. Watch me. I promise you. With my life, you're going to be all right.
I'm pleased Mickey has agreed to see the doctor, although whether he actually goes remains to be seen. While we wait for Mickey's doctor's appointment, I take the opportunity to ask Darcus some delicate questions.
After you have prostate cancer, do men still get some kind of urges?
I can't answer that. I never thought about it. I've been having sex since I was 12. I'm 66, 54 years, 7 children, 5 grandchildren. It's the least on my mind. It doesn't affect me in any way. But you do get erectile problems, and that's easily solved. I just go to Mr. Mayo and said, I'm ready for the pump. It's a lovely name, pumping. It's not a tragedy for me. I may have committed suicide if it happened to me when I was 16 or 19 or my 20s, but not now. Hi.
Right.
I'm going to sit, relax down the back until we're ready to...
Understand.
Have you got a stopper? Just thinking, you asking me about impotence and stuff. Sparrow begins the song like this. Tell your sister to come down here. I got something here to Gishy. Tell she is Mr. Benwood Dick, the man from Sandy Grande. She knows me well because she get it already. Oi, she must remember me. Oi, go on. Tell she Mr. Benwood come. Oh dear. As children, you're not supposed to sing those rude calypsos.
After a morning relaxing at the hotel, it's time to find Mickey.
Mickey. Message from Uncle Darcus. I've come to take you know where. Are you being a chicken? Are you hiding under your bed or something? Could well be fucking underground somewhere. He's hiding. Where the fuck is hiding?
Eventually, we track Mickey down.
You alright?
You're not going to the doctor's office in a vest?
Yeah, I am.
With your mom and me?
Yeah, of course.
All right.
It's too hot.
You're just showing off your body.
No, I'm not.
With Mickey's mum on board for moral support, we head off to see the doctor.
When your father died and I've met you, I've warned you that I'll bring you here one day.
Yes, you did.
And you didn't want to come. And then I plotted and planned with your mother.
Yeah.
And schemed. And here we are.
Mickey faces an anxious wait. He won't find out whether he's in the clear for another couple of weeks. Darcus is angry that he's had to intervene. He thinks the authorities should be doing much more to encourage people like Mickey to have tests. But I believe that men should be taking more responsibility. It's time to return to this thorny racial issue that's been bugging me all summer. I decide to meet Darcus on his home turf in Brixton.
I'm making a film on prostate cancer and black men.
Open up.
Yes. Yeah, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Bow on the table.
I know that there was a struggle against the police. I know that this country is racist. I know these things. But why are you putting that with the cancer thing, like prostate cancer?
You can't dictate the course of the black struggle. You know nothing about it.
But why do you always racialise everything?
Why do I racialise everything?
Everything, though.
Didn't you know I'm an old colonial in which everything was racialized? Where are you from? Mars? Why don't you go and get yourself fucked? I'm not interested. You are intervening with your little crew and wanted to dictate the pace. Impossible! What do you want me to do? Kneel down and suck your bottom?
Things are turning nasty, and they're about to get worse.
Let me tell you something, Brixton. I'm a bad little cunt around here. You don't have any respect for black people, do you? You think we're little backward people from Africa and West Indies, and we sell weed and fuck around. I think you believe that.
Why are you bringing race into this?
Because you all are racial, on the sly. I believe blacks are on the down now, and you all have a sniff of it, and I don't like it.
I can't believe you're accusing me of this.
Darcus is in no mood for reconciliation.
Darcus, I don't want to buy a scotch. You shouldn't buy a scotch. Sorry.
I could get a scotch for you.
No, wait. Can you just wait 1 second?
Could you cut that?
I feel like my friendship with Darcus is now at an end. Race seems to have ripped us apart.
You know I'm a Rasta. I better beat up your bush.
But then as we leave, someone outside throws a punch at my cameraman, and all hell breaks loose. Amazingly, Darcus steps in and defends us.
Paul, I'm not afraid of you. As long as you get through that door, you don't go through that door again. I'll beat you like a girl yesterday.
Well, let me tell you that. You can't beat yourself when you come in here. You don't go through that door again.
The attacker then turns on Darcus, armed with a brick and a bottle.
I get a force of you to come here. And it's a fucking sweetheart.
Yeah? This is real life shit. People get murdered on the strip.
What did he try and do?
He tried to bully my team and bully them like he's some bad man from Osiak. That can happen to me with him around here. I'm going to beat him like a child when I see him.
It's been a crazy, emotional night, and it's not over yet. Darcus Howe has just saved my skin outside a Brixton club. Only moments ago we were fighting each other, but now he's fighting for me. I'm touched that this 66-year-old cancer survivor risked his own neck to protect me and my crew. It was an extraordinary gesture, and I think it's time I tried to repair our relationship. I drive to Darcus's house, hoping to patch things up. I find him in a reflective mood.
I've known this photograph of my mother, one of the first photographs I've ever seen. She loved me on a Monday and hate me on a Tuesday.
As we talk, I begin to understand why Darcus and I have disagreed so violently.
This is outside the courts in the Strand. That's the time the police arrested me for nothing. They wanted me to go to jail. I was formed and shaped in the crucible of English colonialism and the vile racism in this country.
I still think that black men should take more responsibility for their own health. Darcus thinks the authorities are to blame. Maybe there is something in this. Perhaps I've underestimated how deeply embedded racism still is in Britain.
I've spent 6 months with you, and I've seen why you're doing this now. I understand. I just want to say on my part, sorry, but all the conflict...
I'm not accepting any apology from you, Krish, about our conflicts during the making of the film. That was absolutely historically necessary. You understand? Because we're dealing with a subject which almost took my life away.
I now understand the journey this veteran race campaigner is on. For Darcus Howe, everything is intensely political, even prostate cancer. And I'm certain he won't stop fighting until every black man knows the risks.
If I were to rename myself now, my Christian name would be Stormy, and my surname would be Weather. Oh dear.
I feel like Darcus and I have cleared the air, but we've got one last piece of unfinished business. Mickey's in town to give Darcus the results of his prostate cancer test.
Hi, mister. How you doing?
All right, give me it, Papa.
You all right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. This is about, for me, the hardest part of it. Have you got the results?
Yeah.
What did she say?
She said, have you got an S on your chest? Because you're Superman, because you're all perfect.
Did she actually say that?
No, she didn't. I made that up. She just said the levels are normal. I think it was 0.6 or something.
I was so worried because of the extent of the cancer in your father, and I know you inherit that, or you may not. And 0.6 is nice. But promise me that you will go regularly and get tested 6 months, a year, or whatever they tell you.
Of course, I promise.
Right.
Now stop driving me mad. Right?
Yeah.
See you in a bit.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
While Mickey's in the clear, others are not so lucky. Another of Darcus's friends has just died of prostate cancer.
When to the sessions of sweet silent thought I summon up remembrance of things past, I sigh the lack of many a thing I sought, and with old woes new wail my dear times waste.
Like Darcus, Michael Stewart came to Britain in the 60s from the Caribbean, part of a group of courageous immigrants.
Then can I drown an eye unused to flow for precious friends hid in death's dateless night, and weep afresh love's long since cancelled war, and mourn the expense of many a van sight.
For me, this summer's been an emotional roller coaster, but there's one overriding memory: the passing of an extraordinary generation, many needlessly lost to a deadly disease.
Then can I grieve at grievances forgone, and heavily from woe to woe tell all the sad account of fore bemoaned moan, which I knew pay, as if not pay before. But if the while I think on Michael, dear friend, all losses are restored and sorrows end. Thank you.
Despite our differences this summer, I feel I've grown much closer to Darcus Howe. He's an extraordinary man. The battles he and his generation fought have changed this country beyond all recognition for ethnic minorities like me. And for that, I'm deeply indebted. As Britain moves even further away from its colonial past, I hope there'll always be a brave West Indian voice to remind us all of where we came from.
The Darcus Howe season continues tomorrow with White Tribe from 11:05. And next we're back to the year 1993 when Darcus plied LaToya Jackson with burning questions. And my, was it a roasting. Next.